Hey guys, Popular Boat here, and today we're playing some more HOI4. Just after the Waking the Tiger DLCs come out, we're going to be playing as Germany. Now, not just any Germany, we're going to be restoring the Kaiser, restoring our great imperial nature, and we'll see how we go in the mid-game after seeing what the AI does. I think we'll go with historical focuses off, just to see a bit of more interesting stuff going on in Europe itself. Let's go with Kaiser, Germany. Save and play. Hey Big Bully, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Alright, so now in the German focus tree we have this option here to oppose Hitler. That triggers a civil war that we're going to have to defeat the fascists. Well, gonna have to get through to defeat the fascists. We'll pick all our usual research. And I want to get maintenance companies as early as possible. They've made it so maintenance companies give you this lovely stat of equipment capture ratio. And that means every time we encircle an enemy, we get 5% of their equipment on average. And captured equipment will be a huge bonus for us. We're also going to develop the western end of the country because I happen to know that... actually, let's get rid of the civ factories. Just go full military factories. I happen to know that we'll get the western side when this coup fires. We're going to be short on everything, so let's just get... these, probably, maybe some plants. Let's get these focused on for now. We'll get like half of our stockpile of people and equipment when the coup goes off. Let's get time unpaused while we set up our divisions. And let's make use of the new system. So we now have field marshals as a separate kind of thing. Hello Dylan, welcome to the stream. Shout out from Amsterdam, keep up the good work. Thank you, man. We now have field marshals. Field marshals are in before, but now they attach over the top of your army and give you extra buffs while they're commanding it. Max entrenchment, planning, leader experience gain, attacking. Let's grab that guy. So this general is attached to this group. Let's make him a nicer color. Maybe let's go with white so he stands out. And we are going unaligned, non-aligned as we bring back the Kaiser, so that'll work fine. We want someone with decent attack and defense. I want Rommel on our tank divisions though, so we'll grab... let's grab this guy. Bonus to... where was he? He's got a bonus to infantry experience gain, so these troops will gain experience faster, and he's got reduction to promotions. They've also changed it so we get these stats for everyone. So instead of there just being a level 4 general gives you level 4 stats, they have differences to attack and defense and logistics and stuff. Let's bump it up to speed 4. That guy's going to disappear. Let's chuck Rommel on our tank group. Make sure they're all in there. And let's give this guy a line along here. The coup is going to basically split Germany down the middle. We'll have the western end, they'll have the eastern end, and we'll be fighting our way to cut them off and get our land back. How you doing, Big Bully? What's been going on? Good to be back doing some HOI4. Now some stuff... oh, we probably should train up some more troops. Don't care about tanks, don't care about motorized at the moment. Alright, so we have these MIFO bills, which were a program to mask the remilitarization of Germany. So every 60 days or so we have to click this button, otherwise we get a penalty of 20% consumer goods. At the moment, we have 0% consumer goods, so all of our factories are just fully working hard, which we're taking full advantage of. And I'm pretty much going to leave that running until we finish the Civil War and we don't need a huge amount of factories immediately. Alright, let's bump it up to speed 5. We're just waiting on things to happen now. 20 days left until we oppose Hitler. Which is probably... I don't know if they will build up any planning while they're on a line. But let's just chuck them over there. We can start getting our planes assigned. Let's go speed 3 while we do that. I think we'll have 3 groups once the Civil War kicks off. Just gonna move all the planes to one spot so it's a bit easier to manage them. I like how if you tell them to go somewhere and tell them to go back, the planes just slide the other direction. Everyone over here. Alright, so we don't need those split up. Now we can assign planes directly to groups. It makes life so much easier. We have a lot of tactical bombers. Let's merge those two. And merge those two. We only need 3 groups. Actually, that's 4 groups, isn't it? Okay. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we've opposed Hitler. We're purging the Nazi scum from our lands. Military coup is already full on its way. Alright, so we now have our land split in half, and we have gained a whole bunch of crappy groups. These are just tiny little, basically, Landsturm Regiment. They're basically just mercenary, well not really mercenaries, but like volunteers have shown up to help with the fight. We'll chuck them under this guy. We'll get Rommel back on our... Oh, we don't... Yeah, we do still have Rommel. Rommel back on our tanks. Field Marshal... This guy. Let's get him assigned under there. So these basic dudes are just going to hold the full line for us. They're just kind of the defensive supports. We're going to get our tanks over here. Pushing straight to cut off Munich. And we'll get our good troops also here. We lost half of the units we had, so they're going to be fine there. I want everyone to push immediately except for these volunteer groups because they're pretty garbage at the moment. And while we wait for things to happen, let's go with 4-year plan for our next focus. First person we want will probably be infantry expert, and we need to continue these MIFO bills before that expires. Every time we click this button, the amount of political power it costs us to keep it running goes up from 0.2 to 0.25 on the next stage, I believe. Or maybe the first time we click it, it's free. I don't want to get notified about all these things, because I want that icon to actually mean something when it shows up. Same for that. Same for that. Alright. Let's continue. Germany has hit civil war, yes we have. Alright, we have much more limited factories now. We'll get it all just doing equipment. Probably don't need as many... that'll be fine for now. Just telling everyone to be aggressive immediately so we can get into some early skirmishes before everyone's formed up on the front. Whoops. Just alt-tab myself there. Alright. Bit of infrastructure getting damaged, it's not a problem. Spanish Civil War's fired. We're training up troops, they can go into our main group. Okay. Now that Germany's actually got their men on the front, we'll stop this line and we'll just keep our focused push here to cut off the southern end. I don't want to lose too much ground down here. You can see there's barely enough divisions to cover this full front, so if we can cut off this southern end, we'll be golden. I want maintenance companies to finish so we can recover equipment as we push. But we'll get there, it'll be fine. Unassigned air wings. Oh right, we didn't give them jobs. Alright, support your divisions. So when we assign these planes to armies, they will automatically reshuffle themselves around to be as optimized as possible. Let's get our naval bombers covering over here. Let's get our fleet merged. See if we can get all our boats together before anything happens. Good. Give them a guy. Let's do a little bit of convoy raiding. We're getting pushed, like, our fronts aren't holding the best, but that won't be a huge drama. Why have you split up like that? I wanted the purple group all there. These guys are losing some ground. It's less than ideal.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Los, ausrücken. Ziel anvisiert.
Alright, we don't need so much artillery being made. These divisions we were given as part of the Civil War event don't actually... It's not a template we can modify. So we can't add more men to it. We can't give them extra equipment. It's a bit crap, but... Can't have everything, I suppose. Everyone should have a job now. All our planes, I mean. We're gonna try and push in some points to keep the line as short as possible when we can. We've almost cut off this spot.
Ausrücken. Alright.
There we go. South is split from the north. Now that we've done that, we'll get our trucks out of there, put them up here, and just push through this straight ground trying to get to Berlin. Purple group though. We want half north, half south. So we need to round up the Germans down here. They're going for Munich, they're going for Berlin. Okay. Civil War on speed 3 is a bit of a challenge. Let's get them going.
Angetreten. Befehle.
They're holding all right in the south, which is good. Ooh, they're bubbling out. That's not so nice. Right. may need to adjust our plans for orange and put them just in there. Get them going up. The AI are much better at pushing weaknesses now.
Befehle! Ihre Befehle?
As soon as there's a hole, they'll shove their way through. And that is not ideal. Nazi expulsion takes heavy toll on Thuringen. Right. So we'll get these events every so often where a bit of our infrastructure gets ruined. Ooh. We do not want an encirclement. That's a bit painful. Alright, what can we get? Factory construction speed would be nice. We had a fleet battle. Let's just make sure all of our dockyards are building into the Kriegsmarine. And let's make sure we are good on resources. We don't need to be importing tungsten at the moment. We do need a little bit of oil. We'll get it from Venezuela. And we'll try and rescue those boys. Push up where we can. Go around there, go around there. Oh hell, okay. They're doing some decent encirclements down here. Their tanks there are almost completely gone. The thing we have to remember with the south is they don't have any chances to get equipment back now that they're separated from the capital. There's no sea routes, there's no land routes in. Which of our planes aren't assigned to anything? Transports can go away. Okay, one of our tactical bombers, I guess. They're all assigned. I only want our naval bombers doing that. Oh, it's okay. It's just because of our shit getting split up. Because not all of our wings are attached to groups. Who's not attached? Okay, they can just cover here in general, and they can go to there. Need to close this circle before they lock us out. Let's split these guys out early. Put them onto that purple group. We just need to stop being attacked. If we close this pocket, we'll be fine. Also need to rescue that guy, because he got himself encircled. Oh, they still have access to shit down here apparently. Oh, okay. Alright, we've got Munich. Well, we're on our way to Munich. So the south is pretty much won. That's a big encirclement there. The only problem is they can keep getting shit back. Like if they push to a port, then we'll be a bit stuffed. Alright. Oh. We also need to do the MIFO bills again. Can't forget that, because going up to 20%. 20% civilian factories now would be painful. Alright, and we're on the 20-minute mark, so I'm going to put a break in here. So thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, check out all the links below the video, it helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next episode.